Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're back for some Monat cringe, and this is how I named my folder. This is a rep that we have seen before on my channel multiple times. You might recognize her if you are a regular viewer, as she's usually very cringy. She's also, in my opinion, very privileged, so she gets a little bit detached in her trainings. So I wanted to keep covering her, and we're just gonna get into it. Before we do, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you would like to support my channel. That's a nice free way to do that. And big shout out to all my channel members as always. Thank you guys for being here, and let's just get into this.
Hello guys, I am jumping on a live. I have not been live and done like an update on where I am in this business and all the things in such a long time. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to do that. I've got Noah home today because he didn't want to go to kinder. He cried and cried and cried, and I just could not bring myself to leave him there. So he came home with me. So if he pops in, that's okay. We can wrap it up. But I wanted to, just give you an update. So I'm now, I think, 16 or 17 months into my Monat journey, and boy, have I come a long way in that time. So I have literally, I've earned a full-time wage now from home. I'm about to pick up my Range Rover. Hopefully on Friday, I'm going to be picking that up. You know, I'm so happy in my life right now. I'm at home with Noah, and, I'm working in the pockets of time that I have. Excuse me, my nose is leaking, but, it's insane. I'm dreaming about things now.
I mean, just based on this, you can see that her primary target audience are moms, which is nothing new, right? But also, I want to say about her story, I don't know if she's going to go into it, but from what I remember from before, she was privileged because they lived with her parents or something like that. They didn't have rent to pay, they didn't have bills to pay. They were well off financially, their family was taking care of them, so she was able to join. I think she joined early, and she was able to build her Monat business without having to like worry about the bills and stuff. So very, very privileged position that the majority of people are not in.
That I would have never thought were possible in my life, 17 months ago. I came from a place where we were struggling. Like, we were struggling, and if we hadn't have had family to move in with, we very well would have been homeless. Like, that's it at the end of the day. We would have had to sell our house, and we would have had to just rent, and it would have been hard. We would have been living to survive,
Yeah, as the majority of people, also a lot of people rent, and it's not the end of like, obviously it's nice to have your own thing, but it's really not the end of the world if you have to rent. She's privileged. I'm just gonna let her keep talking.
This business came at the right time in my life. I was miserable. I was, just still trying to find who I was as a mum. I felt very disconnected from society, and I had no sense of community. I had family and friends, obviously, but I just didn't feel, I don't know, I was not myself, and I was definitely not happy. And I got hay fever, so excuse me while I wipe my nose. But, this opportunity came, and I was so scared to do it. I knew I needed the money, but I was so scared to do it. Because I was afraid of what people were going to think of me for joining Monat, and, what people were going to talk about behind my back, and what family was going to talk about behind my back. And that was something that almost held me back in this business. I wanted a refund. I literally said yes because I was so excited, and I saw the potential and the opportunity to become a founder and earn shares and get this amazing car, like literally the car of my dream.
Yeah, so she joined very early, but also like, you're not a founder of Monat just because you joined early. I know that name is very misleading.
I always said I want to be like, you know, that mum that has that SUV. I'd love a Range Rover. Like, that would be like, that's the dream, right? And I thought to myself, like, there's no risk. So I did it, but it was the self-doubt and the self-sabotage.
There's also another thing she mentions, that the refund story, but she never actually says, like, why did she not get the refund in the end? Because she definitely says she requested the refund, but she didn't get it. So I wonder why. But I don't think she's going to say it here either. She never does.
That really almost destroyed this opportunity for me, because I almost let it get in the way. I almost let the thoughts of other people and the opinions of other people like push me in a direction to not do this. And now that I look back 17 months later and I see what I've achieved, I just think, thank the Lord that I did not listen to all the voices around me and that I literally drowned them out. Because if
Very bad advice, in my opinion. Like, if your family and friends who care about you and want the best for you are telling you, hey, maybe you should think about this, maybe this is not the best opportunity, maybe do more research, you really shouldn't just ignore them. At least do your research and see what exactly you're getting into. But just saying that you should ignore everyone, especially the people that actually care about you, is just such a toxic advice.
I didn't drown them out, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. And I share this because I know there are so many people that are watching this that would love to do something like this, that would love to help people with their hair and skin, but they are just too afraid to step out of their comfort zone because of the fear of judgment, because of the fear of not feeling worthy, because of so many different reasons. But I started scared. I started terrified. I started skeptical. Guys, I was so skeptical. I didn't even join for the products. I joined for the business because the opportunity was too good to refuse. The products were a bonus because I said to myself, if I like the products, then I'll do the business. And I tried the products and they were...
Girl, you did not do your research if you thought the opportunity is too good. What? It's not. You have like 99% of chances of never making any profit in an MLM, unless she knew that that was the best time for her to join, to be one of the first reps to join, and then she can be successful, huh? That's a possibility here, which I would not put behind her. I think there's a big possibility that she knew exactly what she was getting into.
Amazing. And the rest is history in regards to that. But the point is that if I let myself doubt and my self-sabotage of feeling like I wasn't worthy of success, you know, get in the way, I wouldn't be here. And I'm like every single one of you guys. Like I mentioned, I was terrified when I started this. You know, I was shaking the first time I did a live like this. I was sweating profusely. Like, I had to have a shower afterwards. And I remember going to my husband going, oh my goodness, like, I just did it. And I don't know if I could do it. And oh my God, I did it. And he's like, what are you so worked up about? And I was like, you know, I did my first live by myself. And I realized after doing it a few times, there was like nothing to be scared of. And I think
maybe for you, but there's a lot of people who have anxiety. Like, what are you talking about? Think a little bit outside of your own personality and your, like, come on.
you know, the way to succeed in this is just be you. You just need to be you. That's it. It's like so simple, you know? And that's what I did. I was me from the beginning. And I'm like, well, what you see is what you get. I share my hair journey and thanks, Melissa. I share my hair journey. I share my life. I share, you know, what's going on. I share being a mum. I don't always come on with my hair looking pretty, you know, because that's not relatable at the end of the day. Like, I share what you see is what you get. And I think that's the most important thing. If you're coming up genuine and authentic, then there's no way that you can go wrong because you're being you. There's no right or wrong in being you, you know. So now I am here 17 months later, you know, about to go for a huge rank, which is the rank before director. But if you had have told me said 16 months ago that this would be my life, I wouldn't have believed you, because I didn't believe in myself. And, you know, I was very small-minded when it came to this opportunity. I did it, but I still had that small-mindedness about the business. Like, the ones at the top are only at that kind of wealth because they have a following, or they have this, or they have that, you know, and that's why. But then I started seeing more $1 million earners and more $1 million earners and more $1 million earners, and women of all different ages and backgrounds. And I'm like, hang on a second. It's so many different women. It's not like the success is.
There's literally hundreds of thousands of reps in Monats, or distributors, whatever you want to call them, and there's only a handful of millionaires. So
It's happening everywhere in this business. It's not just the people who I thought were getting the success. And it really was like a light bulb moment.
Literally, there's an income disclosure statement that is linked in the description box below that is put out by Monat themselves that shows you that 99% of people don't make any profit. The majority of people never profit. So I don't know if maybe she was seeing successful people because Monat was new in the area, so her and a few others that joined first made it to the top. But the majority of people never do and never will.
For me, where I was like, I can either roll with this or I can run with this. And I made a decision that day that I'm going to run with it, and I am going to show up like I'm already at the top of the company, because I knew that that's where I wanted to go, and I didn't care what people thought of me. You know, you have to understand that if you want success in life, no matter what it is, not just in Monat, that you need to put yourself out there. You know, with great risk comes great reward. And for me, doing this business was a risk, because it was like, well, there's a risk I could fail. There's a risk that my anxiety and my panic disorder could just completely take over me, and everyone would see. Like,
I don't know if she, I don't want to question her, but she just said that, oh, live streams are not a big deal, you know, it's fine. And now she's saying she's got anxiety. I wonder if she was diagnosed with anxiety or if she's just throwing around words to sound relatable, because I have anxiety, social anxiety as well. I would not be able to do like live streams and stuff. I just can't do it. I like public speaking of any kind. Even when I do it over and over again, I never feel better about it. Like, I never want to do it again. So yeah, just a thought.
There's so many risks I took, but if you don't take risks in life, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you don't do things that scare you, you're never going to ever feel like, you know, you've done anything. You know, you don't want to stay in that safe.
Not necessarily. Also, you don't always have to go for something that scares you, because sometimes it's not a good thing and it's actually dangerous and you actually shouldn't do it. That's why it scares you. Also, not a lot of people are as privileged as you were to be able to like jump into this business and join early and then make it higher up. So there's just that little small detail.
Box. And I mean, some people are happy to stay in that safe box, and I was happy to stay in that safe box until I started Monat, and I started seeing what was possible, and I started dreaming about where my life could be and what I could be doing and where I could be living and how I could get out of debt and then help my parents get out of debt, and then, you know, all these things that I could do with this money. And
Did she say her parents? I'm not laughing because they were in debt, but like she said it, they were living with her parents. So her parents were probably taking care of her husband and their kids. So no wonder they're in debt. Like, you know what I mean?
It was like a light bulb moment. Nothing was going to stop me. Nothing was going to stop me from being successful in this. And a part of that is, you know, helping mentor women to, you know, also be successful and get to where I'm going. And that's exactly what I do in this business. So I've been through it. I know what it's like. I've been through the highs and the lows. You know, I've been in this business where people haven't believed in me. They've made fun of me. People have made fun of me, mocked me. You know, people that I know, and I'm sure people that I don't know probably have as well. People, oh, you're part of a pyramid scheme, you're a scammer, this and that. I know I'm not that. And you know what? Stuff like that used to get to me, but it doesn't anymore, because I know in my heart of hearts what this business is doing for my life. And I know what it's doing, and I can see what it's doing for the women in my team. We've got women in my team, going for the rank that I'm at right now.
Okay, so how many women in total are in your team, and how many of them are actually profiting, but like profiting a nice amount of money from the Monat? If you want to prove that it's a great business opportunity and you're not a scammer and those women are earning money, just give us the data, give us the statistics. How many of the people in your downline actually make any profit? It would be so easy to debunk all of us haters and anti-MLMers.
Right now. And these women have like 3 kids. Some of them work with 3 kids. Like, anyone can do this. You don't have to be the perfect person. You don't have to know about social media. You don't have to know about hair or shampoo. You don't have to know anything. You just need to get out of your own head and give it a go, like I did. That's all you need to.
Imagine acting as if you're a professional and you're trying to give business advice to people, and then you say, well, you just jump into this business opportunity. You don't need to know anything about it. You don't need any skills, any expertise, nothing. Just do it. It's fine. It'll work out, I'm sure. Wow. What a great professional advice.
Do. There's nothing special about me, guys. There's nothing special. People look at me now, but they don't know where I started. They don't see the Beck that just bought her product pack. They don't see the Beck who was crippled with anxiety and postpartum depression and, had no self-belief. No one saw that person. This business gave me my life back. This business gave me my confidence back as a woman. This business gave me my confidence back with my hair and my skin. The development that I've got through my personality and just through everything has been something that, and I've worked in corporate. I've never had, any type of development like I have through this business. And I just know there's people out there who need this, like I did. The world is not going, to become any better anytime soon in so many ways, financially just being one of them. And, having a second stream of income is critical right now. Like my friend, her husband just got laid off. And
yeah, and if you take a look at the income disclosure statement, the majority of Monat distributors don't make any profit. So yeah, having a second stream of income is great, but spending your efforts and time on something that doesn't give you anything in return when you need a second stream of income, that's not great.
It's hard. Businesses are going bankrupt because inflation is too much. And this is an opportunity for you to be able to have security, financial ease. And one day,
you literally never have security in an MLM. You can always be terminated. They can always shut it down. You can always lose a bunch of your downline and a bunch of your income with them. It's so far from being a secure job.
You might start wanting to make a few $100s like I did. And, you keep at it and you'll be making thousands a month. Literally. That's what I make. I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars a month. And I'm doing something that I love. And I'm helping women build their confidence. And I'm helping women with their hair. I'm helping women.
Thousands and thousands can be 2,000 as well. So, corporate salary.
Step out of their comfort zones and do things they never thought they could do before. My question is, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing it?
Because it's a product-based pyramid scheme, in my opinion, and because the majority of Monat distributors never make any profit because the business model is set up so that they failed. The majority of them have to fail so that the top 1% or less makes all the money.
Why are you watching? Why are you watching me do it, me succeed? Why are you watching the other women succeed? Is it because you think that you're not capable? Is it because you...
No, it's so that we can call you out.
You think you can't? Because that's not true. Because I thought I wasn't capable and I thought that I couldn't. But I pushed myself and I did. And like anything, confidence comes after action. You can be where I am right now. You can literally be where I am right now. Is it going to take time? Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. I never claim that this business is a get rich quick scheme or you're going to be instantly making 10K checks a month. No, it takes time. Some people get there quicker than others. Sarah got there quicker than me. She's making, 5-figure checks a month. But that's okay. I'm not far behind her. Everyone's journey is different. And everyone struggles. Business isn't linear. You're not always going to feel motivated, but that's why you have a team behind you to help you through. Business isn't easy. This business is a simple business, but it's not easy to get to the top, like anything in life. But I'm getting there. I know what it takes to get there, and I can believe in you. I will believe in you. You just have to be willing to give it a go. You literally don't know where it's going to take you. I have girls that have joined me from New Zealand, girls that have literally found me on Instagram. I wasn't even following them. They found me, and now they're like in leadership roles. They never would have ever dreamed that they could get there, but they got there. And that's literally you. I never dreamed I would be here. If you hadn't told me, 16 months ago, I would have laughed, literally laughed, because I would have been like, no way. No way. But here I am. I always dreamed of running my own business. I know where true wealth is, and that's working for yourself, not working for someone else.
You're not working for yourself, and Monat is not your business. You're just an independent contractor for Monat.
And this business is uncapped, guys. You can earn as much as you want. It's going to take time, and you need to have a good, strong mindset. But I'm here to teach you that. I'm here to teach you that. This team, this community is so loving and kind and supportive. You're going to have all the support in the whole entire world. You just need to believe in yourself. I remember sitting in that Range Rover when I was like 2 months into the business. 2 months into the business, I went to Range Rover and I sat in it. And I was like, this can be mine if I apply myself. This can be mine if I don't give up. This can be mine if I push through the hard. And here I am 12 months later, 13 months later. I'm about to pick up my Range Rover. I'm about to pick it up, my own, fully paid for by the company. It's insane. This business is...
The Range Rover is not fully paid for by Monat. What the hell?
Magic, guys. It's magic, and it can change your life. You just have to let it. You just have to allow it. You just have to give it a go. It's like I always say, it's risk-free. That's what attracted me. It's risk-free. There's no monthly minimum spending requirements. And I know a lot of other MLMs or a lot of other network marketing companies have those requirements. When you join, you need to already have signed up a few people to make your team. You already have had to do this, that, and that. And Monat's not like that at all. You literally take it at your pace. Whatever that is, I'll support you, right? No monthly minimum spending requirements at all. That's it. You buy your products, that's your investment into the business, and they're products for you to use on yourself. That's it. We don't carry inventory, right? There's no quotas or sales targets. You don't have to spend another cent again if you don't want to in this business. And you just make your commissions. You make back the money you paid for your product pack, and the rest is going into your pocket, into your bills, into your mortgage, into your kids' uniforms, into your grocery.
What rest though? Because the majority of people don't profit at all. So what rest of the money?
Your grocery shopping, into your whatever it is that you...
Oh, oops. Well, the rest of it, there's like 5 minutes left and there's literally no sound to it. So we're gonna have to stop right there. I think we've heard enough. She really pushed the button on me. She usually always does. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought about this. I think she's privileged, honestly. I think she knew from the beginning what she was doing. Like, she knew what the business model is and that if she has an opportunity to join early and she has an opportunity to become successful. But that's just my own opinion. You let me know down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel. That's a nice free way to do that. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.